This light is really, really bright, and I'm really, really sorry about it. I was actually on the other side when I did the reading for Leo just now, and I thought that maybe it'll be a little bit better on this side. I don't know what I was thinking, so I do apologize for that. I'm sorry. Let me just see. Yeah, you're still going to be able to see the cards. Okay, so I do apologize, but this is how we're going to have to run this one. Okay. Virgo, so welcome to the channel. Adrian Nelson here, psychic medium, regression hypnosis practitioner, as well as a Reiki master and crystal healer. If you want to know all about that, then my detailed online tarot reading course, personal readings, all of those things, everything is down below in the description. Okay. To all of you that are liking my videos, commenting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the notification bell, donations, all of that, know that I appreciate that with every part of my being, and I'm very, very appreciative. So thank you for that. Please remember that this is a general reading, so please take it as it resonates, Virgo. I'm really sorry about the bad luck, because I know it's really, really terrible now. So I'm very, very sorry about that. In actual fact, this is just annoying, because if I look at a video like this, it's going to annoy me. So I'm going to ask you to please accept my sincerest apologies. I'm just going to flip around to the other side, Virgo, and then I'm just going to flip the camera around, and then I'm going to do the reading for you. Okay, my apologies. Just a second. Just going around the table. Almost there, almost there, almost there. Alright, let's just do a bit of a flip. There you go, you can see all my modems and wires and everything laying there on the floor. Not all that well organized, but let's get started. So this is a reading, Virgo, for the next 3 months. And the way that we're going to look at it is... we're going to start obviously with September, because that's where we are at the moment. And this reading sort of going to park you in that first week or two of December. All right. There's no timestamps in this reading, because it's still one reading. And if you look at this, for example, in the month of October, then you can look at September as the recent past, and November for the energy of what's coming towards you. All right. Okay. Jumping right there. New beginnings, new starts. In September... This is actually funny. It makes me think of, I think it was Shakespeare that said, you know, something about walking into the dark night. That sort of something's coming up for you there. But Virgo, this is a space of new beginnings. Really, real new beginnings here in September for you. But... and usually when it's our birthday space, you know, our birthday month, because obviously then you are in your sort of collective energy the strongest. There is usually a time that there is, you know, quite a bit of out with the old and in with the new, something that you may have been stagnating about. This could be for love. I feel a lot of you for this is for love. I know that I said I was going to do new love readings next, and I most certainly am. I was just very strongly guided to do this first. All right. So now that I've got your attention and we settle down, Virgo, this is a space of new beginnings, and I feel that it's almost like a little bit of a seesaw, you know, like you can do the past, you can do the present, you can do the past, you can do something new, and there's that little bit of a weighing up on the scales, you know, do I go for this, do I not go for this? And obviously you don't have to go for it, but I do see you going for new stuff. I do see you going for new beginnings. And I see you starting something new here. It could just be within yourself. It could be a job. But for most of you, I get a very strong feeling that this is a space of, it's almost like finally giving somebody their chance, you know. So maybe you've had a bit of a romantic situation there with someone for a while, maybe you were just friends, but there's a space of also maybe wanting to back out of something. So maybe, you know, you've got some sort of, date or arrangement with someone, you know, to have a cup of coffee or go take a walk or, you know, meet at the water canister or the printing machine or whatever the case may be. For some of you, I get like a flower shop. It's not like you may own a flower shop, but this is more a space of almost meeting at a flower shop. It's almost like there's a flower shop there on the side, you know. Quite interesting. But this is a space of new beginnings. I also feel that there's a sense of joking around, Virgo, that you have Even let's say you're sussing out someone that you're interested in, and I feel there's a joking energy going back and forth, but it's almost like setting kind of like the rules of engagement here, all right? And I do see you going forward into this space, into this connection with someone. So that's quite interesting because this one jumped, boom, straight into love, you know? And that is not really the intention for this reading, but, you know, if it comes up, it comes up. I see you following your logic over here. So I see you embracing it in something new here in September, Virgo. And I also see you following that because it's a space of having really thought about something and now giving it a chance. And I don't feel that this is impulsive at all. You know, it might still be a little bit of a risk, but I don't really feel that it's impulsive. I also feel it invoking a lot of fear there within you, a lot of uncertainty. And when I say fear, I'm not talking about terror and horror, but there is that space of like, you know, almost like nail biting, like, oh my goodness, am I doing the right thing? Should I be doing this? Is this the best thing for me to be doing? But I feel that this space of you actually choosing to follow this path, choosing to see where this goes, maybe just following your curiosity. This is almost like Alice just following the white rabbit, you know. It's almost like it's a space of you almost coming out of that, Virgo. I feel almost like a cautious space where you may have taken certain actions before because, you know, it was the logical thing to do and the right thing to do, but there was a lot of fear that was involved over there. And I feel that there's a release from that by taking this new chance, this new beginning. And let's draw another card just for that, just on the light of that. Lots of sevens, you would have noticed. This is the third 7 in a row. And remember, 7 is a lucky number. So, you know, bearing of beautiful fruits. That's nice. So that's September. Let's see where that leads you into October. Release there in October. There's a sense of, this is almost like dancing with your demons, you know? And when I say dancing with your demons, it is about having overcome certain things, thought patterns, fears, deeply ingrained fears. In September, you're working through a lot of that. So whatever the chance is that you are taking over there, it's a very big deal to you, Virgo. And this is almost like... Okay, let's use an example. So when I was very young, I was chased by this dog, and I grew up in the country, and I've been horrified of dogs ever since. I love animals. I love my own dogs. But I've been, you know, like say I walk down the road or something like that, and there's like a dog barking, and they seem very vicious. There would be that sense of trepidation that would basically start pushing up inside of me. Until one day I just realized, you know what? You're just going to have to face your fears right on and just walk past them. And then when you get to the other end, you know, there is that sense of almost like accomplishment, because instead of taking the other road or anything like that, you walk down this road. You know, obviously I'm not saying that if the dog's going to come out and bite you, you should be doing that. But, you know, then being behind the high fence, and there's that sense of you with your patterns that would have held you back before, Virgo. In October, that sort of new decision, that new path that you decide to embark on in September, which might not seem like the hugest, you know, the most hugest deal to somebody else, it's actually quite amazing for you. There's a real sense of beginning to follow your gut here in October, Virgo. It's almost like you're getting to see, but hey, I can do amazing things, you know. I can still feel the fear and I can still feel the uncertainty, but I can actually do amazing things in my life. I don't have to be controlled by fear. I can claim all that I feel. I can claim all of my feelings that I have within me, and I can feel them, and I can cry, and I can have pain, and I can feel disoriented, and I can feel confused, and I can feel overwhelmed. I can feel all of those things, but those things don't have to be what I become within my life. And that is an amazing breakthrough that you're getting there in October, and that makes me incredibly excited. All right, look at this. This is a space of realizing better ways I would say to survive. And when I survive, I'm not talking about surviving from a lack and limitation sort of point. I'm talking about surviving as you, as a soul that's having a human being experience, going through your experience of life and really feeling life, allowing yourself to feel the essence of life and the possibility of life. So when I survive, I'm talking about the journey of the soul that is having this human being experience, how to get through problems, how to get through things that might be pushing you down. October is a good month for you. October really shows you your strength, and October is where you really settle into that strength of yours, Virgo. So just to quickly summarize before we go to November, so in September, there is a space of taking that new step, that new beginning, taking that little bit of a risk, which might seem like something small to others, but it's something really profound for you. And it's really, I feel that you're sort of like, building up steam and getting momentum moving into October. You're like, yes, I can do this, I've got the power, I've got the strength. I don't have big muscles, but, I can actually do this. There's one more card that's calling me, so let's see what it is. You are really, really, really in October, Virgo, you're getting a real hold of those emotions, so, and I really, really love that, because that's that sense of, all those things that would make you feel before, like, oh my goodness, can I just die right now? Can the urge just sort of open and like swallow me? You are really, let's put it like this. So let's say that you are, like there's a cart that needs to be pulled by a horse. And so in a space that was almost like, I feel that for a lot of you, you were almost like the horse, and you had to run, and you might get a whipping at any given point in time, and none of that was really very pleasurable. But this is a space, Virgo, where you are now the one that is actually holding the reins, and you are the one moving forward. I love that for you. I really, really do. Let's see what we've got for November for my Virgos. This is really resonating quite strongly with the Leo reading that I did. So maybe you got strong Leo in your chart, maybe you're dealing with a Leo. You can also see your placements. There's a link in the description for all your different placements if you don't know what they are. But I can literally just call this November. This is a happily ever after space, Again, I keep on coming up for you, Virgo, but this could be a space where you might have been with someone, or you're kind of starting with someone new, but there's a space of you settling into that home life, that family life that you might have desired so strongly, but fear sort of would held you from it. So you kept yourself maybe busy with many other things, family, friends, work, responsibilities. Not saying that those things are not important. Please don't understand me wrong. But I feel that for many of you, you sort of used your responsibilities almost like a scapegoat, and nobody could really accuse you of that. And even if somebody did, you'll be like, what are you talking about? I'm shouldering my responsibilities. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and when we do that, we don't actually obviously realize that we are doing that. But then, as we go forward in November, this is that space, that dream that you had for your family life coming true. And there's that release from limitations. You are actually getting to see, Virgo, how beautiful your life can actually become. So you might have had that you were dreaming of this life that you'd like to have, the experiences of life that you'd like to have, the way that you'd like it to be. But for many of you, I feel that it's almost like you saw that, almost like, when we have like, what are those amazing guys called? The Brothers Grimm, the Brothers Graham and Grimm. The last name was Grimm. Anyway, but they wrote all those beautiful fairy tales. So I feel that for many of you, you would have looked at life almost in that sort of sense, but never really expecting, that it's going to come true for you. But boom, 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 boom. Guess what? And this is the power of giving yourself a chance. Okay. And I also see you there in November working at better ways of living, better ways of being. It's almost like you're realizing how certain thought patterns can be to your detriment and have been to the detriment of your success. And you are realizing, you know what, maybe I need to take a different look at this. And I was speaking about Leo, and here the Leo energy is coming up again. So maybe you're dealing with Leo, maybe you've got Leo in your chart, but this is also that strength within yourself, of realizing your inner power, your inner strength, your inner being, your inner possibility, because, as we let go, we sometimes get to see the other things that are still holding us back in life. And remember, that is what we were speaking about, where once we sort of get a taste of fullness, we realize all the other possibility maybe that there could be in life, and that you could have, in a sense, have been missing out of, because, maybe it just didn't feel all that safe. All right. So, Virgo, just before we wrap up, let's get you just an overall message from the universe, and also sort of like just see what kind of parked you there in the first week or two of December. Good. Reflection. Looking back. Seeing, oh well, so those are the things that were holding me back. What else is holding me back? This is a space of reflection, of seeing what you've overcome, of seeing what you've worked through. What are the things that you kind of polished? And then again, moving forward and seeing more of those things and new beginnings. So you are sort of in a space, Virgo, of complete transformation. Complete, amazing, beautiful transformation that can lead to such abundance for you. So that's really, really incredible, and I'm very, very excited to see that for you. That's all I've got for you at the moment. I hope that it helps, Virgo. If it resonates with you, I'd really appreciate you liking the video, because it helps my channel to grow. And of course, subscribe to the channel. Remember to hit the notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye.